Now, during a live broadcast on March 9th, 2023, just a little over a year ago, Mr. Miles shared with us the strategy of the Chinese Communist Party for taking over Taiwan. Now, the Chinese Communist Party will infiltrate Taiwan to cause internal chaos, creating opportunities for a quick takeover. Now, their plan is to force the Taiwanese people to leave Taiwan and to sell the properties, and predominantly targeting the regions that are pro-West, of course, pro-democracy, pro-freedom, and regions. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, does that tactic not sound familiar, right? The mass migration that happened in the US just a couple years ago, that is still somewhat happening today. Now, imagine this, okay, if the Chinese Communist Party can do this to Taiwan, how about the US? Okay, if the Chinese Communist Party can do this to the United States, how about the rest of the world? Very interesting questions to consider. Now, anywho, in the video, Mr. Miles mentioned that the Chinese Communist Party is facing two major crises and obstacles. The first is the COVID-19 virus origin investigation by the United States, which we'll cover that in a little bit at a later story. Number two, Communist China's domestic collapse of their economy. Leica?
Yes, thank you, Jackson. Just like Miles said, the United States is investigating the origin of the COVID-19 virus and imposing sanctions on the CCP. So the CCP is very scared. And then also the dictator Xi Jinping has chosen Taiwan to distract from the many political errors of his domestic economic. China's economic is weakening. Young people suffer from record unemployment, and the country is growing in real estate and the banking crisis. In such a situation, waging war is a common tactics of the dictators. So his army has been practicing for this since August 2022. At that time, the Navy blocked the island of Taiwan for several days after U.S. Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taipei. Since then, warships and warplanes have been crossing the Taiwan Straits Central Line, which separates the islands from Beijing's authoritarian regime on an almost a daily basis, provoking the tiny island nation's military.